Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Beast Mode Brandon back again. How's everybody doing? We're gonna dive right in here today. First and foremost, does anybody have any questions? Any questions? DCG Elite IO side, Zoom side. Now be your time if you have anything that you want to ask away. Let me share that screen, and we get ready to rock and roll. Boom, boom. All right, got futures are red right now. Jeez. All right. I don't see any questions right now. Hey, he said, how you doing? What's up? What's up? Hey, Brandon, appreciate you. Weekly hit list is cashing me money. Hey, awesome. Having trouble. Hey, Kevin, what's up? What's up?
Hey, what's up, bro?
How you doing?
Doing all right.
Well, you got any questions, or you just popping in?
A little bit of both, actually.
Hey, fire away. You're up. What's up?
Okay. What do you guys like to trade during the Asian session?
What'd you say?
What do you guys like to trade during the Asia session?
So the stocks and options, they can only be traded from 9:30 to 4 Eastern time. So you can't trade it during the Asian session. However, if
what
you
about,
were to
like,
trade
the
something,
Forex, like the other stuff? Yeah.
I would trade the indexes. So I would probably trade YM over the Asian session. Because it's a little bit faster than SPY or ES, you know what I mean? Or depending on the future or the Forex platform you're on, it could be the USA 100 or USA 500, whatever it is, you know? What are you trading on?
NT5.
Okay. Now, what's your Forex broker?
Right now I'm using Surge.
Surge? Nice. Okay. Yeah, so I would probably trade like YM, and this is the thing. You can even chart it here on Thinkorswim. So like if we pull a chart up, let me pull up a chart. I got so many of them. Which one we want here? All right, so you could type in /YM, and this is where it opened. And like, look at the moves that you're getting from the tops to the bottoms. 34.63, 34.420. There's 40 points of movement right there, and it's a 1 minute chart. You put a 5 minute chart, it's kind of flat. But like if you go back to other days, like it's nice and smooth. So this will almost simulate like you trading ES during the US session, but you could trade YM and it would almost be like US during the Asian session because it slows down a little bit. There's still plenty of volume as well, but then you come into the US session right here and you get these huge moves. You know what I'm saying? Account blowers.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool. Okay.
So if you didn't know that, you could do that. So I don't know where you're trading on using for charting platforms, but even if you were using TradeStation, or I'm sorry, TradingView, you still type in the symbols. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to, just kind of getting into the Forex and stuff like that. I've just been doing crypto for a long time, so I'm just kind of, dipping my toes right now into all this.
And if you trade off TradingView, I mean, the strategies stay the same. So like, check it out. I'm just going to use Thinkorswim because I have the Thinkorswim uploaded already. So I'm just going to put on the alligator, right? And even on a 5 minute chart, right now is YM. Where are we at? Let me reset it. Is YM below the alligator or above the alligator?
Looks like it's below.
We're underneath it, right?
Yep.
We're kind of in no man's zone. So it's like you could trade these the same way and just set orders. So like for me, we came up here, filled the gap. We come back down. So now we made a low. We come up, made another high. We come down here, made a low. Now, where are we at right now? If we could break this, we'd be in an uptrend. And at that point, where would we be at on the alligator?
Above.
We're above it, right? And at that point, it ain't going to happen until over here. This might be here, and this might be right here. So now you're getting that cross. If you take your call here, you put your stop loss right underneath the 7, and look what happens. You get in a nice push to the upside. If you want to be a little bit more relaxed, same thing. Come here to a 4-hour chart. We're still extremely bullish. So like we're kind of in no man's zone, but like if we could break above 34, 475. That's pretty bullish if you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yep. Thank you.
Awesome. Keep an eye on it and circle back. Let me know how you do.
Okay. Thanks, Brandon.
All right.
Yep. Thank you.
Awesome. You got anything else, or are you good?
Not really. That was just my main question for right now.
Got you. All right. Awesome. Well, the time's yours now, so you just let me know.
Okay. If I have another question, I'll post it or I'll ask you.
Awesome. Robert says I'm driving, but when you have a chance, can you go over your leap strategy? Robert, you talking about the leaps in the report? Just to make sure we're on the same page. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now we're going to go over the report right now. I just need to get a, I needed to get a chart. So we can just touch base, see where we're at right here. My baby. Call this the hitter. All right. Let's go to the report. We got June 23. Here we are with all my browsers. You got the report. I always check for the Oracle breakdown. It is the 13th right now. Just came out of a bearish predictable day. That was spot on. Tomorrow's the 14th. We got a dip buy, bullish. I'd be looking to take a position tomorrow in the dip buy, knowing we got 2 bullish days coming up, right? So every month, you guys know the drill. You come here to Beast Mode. We go over it on the first trading day of the month, how we trade this. I believe it was last week's call. We went over all this, how to take the trades. If you have any specific questions, feel free to come on right now and ask away. But real quick, this top part right here, let me get all the picks on the page. All right, here we go. Let me move myself. Is Boeing, all right. Why is it not letting me do that? There we go. Is that right? All right, now we got it all. So let me get my drawing tool. So basically, these stocks up here that we're taking, we're buying the third Friday's expiration of the following month. If you're actually taking July 3rd Friday expiration, right? The reason we do that is because sometimes the trade might not go in our favor right away, but with the seasonality on our side and the indicators and tools that we have, it gives us higher than random advantages. So over the course of a long time, we have about an 87% winning rate, right? So that's pretty doggone good, you know? Next thing, that's how you take that. And I like to enter on the first and second trading day of each month. The OTC plays, these are risky. You're buying shares and you're holding them for a potential, could be 2 days, could be 6-7 months. So if you need money, please don't take them ones right away. Those are riskier. You do see it is high risk, high reward. Retirement shares right here. These are, you want to buy shares every single month. Just do me a favor and at least buy one. 3 months ago or 4 months ago, we told you to buy Amazon shares at I think it was 110 or something. Look where Amazon's at right now. 126. That's $16 on the share side. So I think it was 4-1, which would have been right here. They're 101 a share. Look where we're at right now. 26% ROI. And once again, look at the alligator coming in clutch. We've been running up that whole time. And we're about to break the yearly high. If we can come up here to 145, I might think about selling my shares. But we'll see what happens. So that's why I tell everyone, please focus on retirement shares. Most of the time, they'll pay us a dividend just for holding them. I'm 34, so I'm working on building out a portfolio. So when I'm 40, I'll have something that I can readjust and maybe put into something a little bit more riskier or a little bit more aggressive, or maybe not as aggressive. I don't know yet, you know, but I'm building up a foundation standpoint count for the long haul. You know, if you don't want to hold them for a long time, these stocks typically push up over the next 3 months. So you can almost be out of the shares for an easy 5-10% each time you take the share. If you get stuck holding it for 3 or 4 months, just remember you're going to get probably a 1.5% just on the dividend side. So you'll get a reward just for holding that. You know what I mean? I always take that. So Robert, you're up. Your question is, how do we take the leap trades, right? So these have a 92% probability. These leap trades, you want to buy 9 months of expiration with the expectations to be out in 3 months or less. 3 months or less, right? So it's real easy. You take a trade, you give yourself 3 entries. 1, 2, 3, right? First month, you enter it on the first or second trading day of the month or a bearish predictable day. You take 1 entry there. Month 2 comes along. If your trade does not push up 25 to 50%, right? On another bearish day, you take another position on month 2, right? If for some reason that trade still did not push up in your favor at this point, even if I get 10 or 20%, I'm happy at that point because I like to be consistently profitable. If you're okay to go risk-free or take profits when you get to that 25 to 50% ROI, these are some crazy returns. Even if you wanted 10%, you'd want a heck of a lot of them, right? But normally we could at least see 25 to 50% before we have to go risk-free. If for some reason you're still down in month 1 and month 2, the third month that you're buying these leaps, you then cost average, right? You buy a third position of the same contract on another bearish day. And at the end of that last trading day of the third month, if for some reason it's not in profits yet, I would sell it for whatever it's worth and get whatever money I got left, and I put that into the next month. So if you would have done that in 22, you had a 100% winning rate. And so far this year, we're 5 months in because we don't know how much this plays out. But once we go to at the end of this, right now, we are 100% winning rate if you follow that. So you are risking a little bit more in these leaps, but the probability is greater. So Robert, you take it on the first or second trading day of the month or a bearish predictable day if the market is down. You take whatever that is right there, or you could buy shares, same thing. But options, you get to better leverage your money. If you can do that, right, and give yourself the probability to put in about $500 or $800 max in each trade, you start off buying a contract for $200 or $300. If it goes against you, you're buying another contract for $100 or $200. If that goes against you, you're buying another contract for maybe $100. So now you got a total of $300, $200, $100 in. That's $600, and you should be able to get out with at least 60 to 50%, $60 to $300 on that $600 investment. Now, might not sound like a lot, but if you had $100,000 in that trade, you're walking away from $10,000 net profit to $50,000 net profit. That's crazy, but it happens all the time. So, does that answer your question, Robert? How to take the leaps? All we're doing, and we come up here to the calendar, and let's say we took this in May, right? He says yes. Let's say we took it in May and the trade doesn't go in our favor. Now you come down here to June, and I see bearish predictable days are the 8th through the 11th. 8th is the Friday, 11th is Sunday. So we see Friday, there's a 9th that says bearish. If this day is bearish, right? Just because it says bearish, very rare, it could be green, but just in case it is bearish, if that does happen, I will take another position on it because essentially you're buying something on sale and it helps us out greater. So you got the keys to the kingdom right there. That's how you take the leaps. That's the secret to my my method to my madness. You do that, you will be happy. Hey, awesome. Thank you for that. Yep, appreciate it. All right, so let's run through these real quick.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, what's up?
You up for a question?
Now I'm questioned out.
Oh, man.
Of course. Fire away. Let's go.
Okay. I'm just gonna give you the information that I have. MAR, July the 21st,
All right.
strike 170.
All right.
It's a put, of course.
Yep.
I took one contract. I took one contract because the cost of the contract was 320,
Yep.
3.20. The delta was 22. The open interest was 396, volume 4. But now this is, Monday when I wrote this information down. I am currently at a negative P&L open, 162.50. P&L day, 22.50 negative. Okay, what I just want to know is this, because maybe I'm not catching what I need to do. What should be my approach to this?
Well, all right, so if you took this is one of my plays off the report. The problem that we said about this is you could take it on the first or second trading day. However, we really like it to be, where are we at on the chart? Right?
Open it up. Open up your chart. I'm sorry, because I can't see it. I'm sorry.
All right, where are we at right now?
We're above the alligator.
Yep. So we took caution entering this trade on the first because we went over our call right here, right on this day. So now you can take it, and it's good, but you gotta cost average in on this one now, because obviously if you entered it on the first trading day of the month at 172, it's at 181 right now, so it went against you.
I entered it at I entered at 170.
Yeah, so it went.
Right.
It's against you right now, but you still got. If you look at the date, we still got one. We got 3 more weeks left, right?
I got 38 days. Yep.
Yep. Well, I'm saying we got 3 more weeks left of the month. If for some reason this trade does not go in your favor by June 30th, you gotta cut it and just take back whatever premium you have. This may be a loser. If you want to get out of this trade, right? I would take a cost average, because I give myself 3 times to buy into that contract. So right now, when your P&L open says 167 negative, that means that you're down right now about 50% on your option.
Yep.
And today it lost $22, which made a total of 162. So obviously it's going to be down because we went straight up. We can't maintain this trend forever. And today is almost like a little bearish candle. So if I zoom out, we're almost at a quadruple top right now. This is an important area right here. We're at a 52-week high, but we're stuck in resistance right now. If we would break above this, that would not be looking good. But if you want to be safer, you can wait for us to get back underneath 180, and you would want to cost average in again, right? So the play for this, if you remember, you come here to the Oracle, and it's 613, which was today.
Right.
If you want to enter another day, like if tomorrow's red, I would probably cost average into that one more contract. And now instead of you being down $1.60, you're only going to be down 80 cents. So technically, in 1 or 2 down days, you could get out of that trade for a small winner, which is what I always try to do if I cost average into the trade.
You
but
mean
tomorrow,
get into?
you got to think of
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You saying get into it on a? I should get into it on a bullish day because it's a put, right?
Yeah. So I would, yeah. So you want to get in on your put on a bullish day, but since
today would have been a nice day.
Since we have these bearish days coming up, right?
Yep.
That might push down, and also tomorrow, we got Fed meeting. So what happens if they drop the market? It may your trade may free fall tomorrow. Yes. If it rips up tomorrow, it says dip buy. You'd want to buy another one on a bullish day. So Thursday is supposed to be bullish, but that's really going to depend on what the Fed says.
Happens tomorrow. Okay.
You're down on it right now. I would cost average in on that again on another day and see if I can get out of it, because you could definitely get like a $2 or $3 drop would give you 60 to 80 cents for sure.
Definitely. Okay. I was just curious because I didn't want to cost average in on it, because I want to make sure that I'm doing it at the appropriate time. And you know what? You pointing that information out is right on. Today would have been a good day because today was really a bullish day.
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
I appreciate it.
but
Thank you so
today,
much.
Today was a bullish day, but the market wasn't like bullish. You get what I'm saying?
Bullish.
I only like to
Yeah.
get it when it's bullish. So like if we rip
Right.
tomorrow with some positive news, we're probably going to rip. And if you notice, we'll normally give it back the next couple days. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right.
plus, the second half of this month is very down for Marriott. Typically, over the last 17 years, the second half of the month was horrible. So I think you'd be in good positions. I personally, if it was my account, I would average in because that's part of my plan.
Okay. Good. Okay. Because
But I'd
expires
be in
not
no
till.
rush because I'd want to see what happens tomorrow after the Fed pushes out. I'll be upset if I didn't average in and it tanks, but I'd be happy if it rips up. You get what I'm saying? It's a catch-22.
I got you.
So
Now,
I'd
do
rather
I
wait
need?
until after the news and then get in on Friday because Friday's supposed to be bullish or Thursday and give yourself a better than random probability, knowing that the seasonality is on your side over the next 2 weeks.
Okay, terrific. Now, let me ask you this one other thing. In relationship to the Delta, at what point do I anticipate or should I anticipate that would begin to decrease?
Well, it's going to decrease every dollar moves against you. So if you come here to your
Okay,
Marriott,
okay.
right? Because look,
So what you're saying is when I get into a trade, one of the things that it's important is not only just to know my Delta, I should record it so I can track how my Delta is decreasing on me.
yep. So like, check this out.
If I'm in a situation such
Your
as this.
Delta will rise. Your
got
Delta's going to rise in value when your
Mm.
time is getting less, but the contract value is going to decrease as well. You get what I'm saying? You having 38 days, you're not experiencing much time decay. Think about it. This stock went against you 10 points and you're only down 50%. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you look here at your Delta, it's still 19 cents. So it's going to change drastically.
Yeah.
If this drops $5 in your favor, if this moves $5, this will increase a little bit as well. So if it probably moves $3, you're probably going to make close to like 80 cents to $1, which would be all you need if you would average in, right?
Okay. Yes.
So then if it moves $5 or greater, then it's going to put you in the next Delta, which would be 29 cents. If it moves $10 from now, you're going to make a lot more money because your Delta is going to be at 42 cents and now you'd be in the money. But if you go to a contract that has 2 weeks left, right? Your contract 170 Delta is 19 cents. You go to 2 weeks left, your 170 put. I mean, it's far out of the money, but you got to look at it like this. You were 2 strikes out of the money. 1, 2. Your Delta is still 19 cents.
But the contract value is nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, what I was saying is this right here. Your trade's the 170.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
So you're 1, 2, 3 out of the money. If you go to 2 weeks left, 1, 2, 3 out of the money, it's still 19 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't change until it gets far out of the money. Then it starts getting here less and less and less. But that's because it's going far out. You don't want that.
Okay, I got you. I understand. I just need to truly comprehend when I'm doing my swing trades to make this more to do better risk mitigation.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Thank you.
Man, not a problem. Good question. You got another one or are you good?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm learning, man. I'm learning. The questions get less and less.
Hey, awesome. All right, let's run through. Anybody else have any other questions? Naomi, you good or you just popping in? All right, I think she's good. All right, let's run through some of these stocks. You entered this on the first or second trading day of the month, like our plan is. PCAR was number 1. Here's the first and second trading day of the month. Here's our 2 lines. That's a grand slammer. So to piggyback off Stephanie's Marriott, she's losing right now. But if she'd be in P-car right now, she'd be up way more than what she was losing on the Marriott. In the end, it's a numbers game. And if you take all these, you have a stupid high probability to be net profitable. And that's what we trade for, right? P-car, grand slam right there. So we're 1-0 off the report so far. Trading made easy. Going, number 2. First or second trading day of the month is here and here. 206, 210. It hit a high of 223. There's another grand slammer. 2 winners, 0 losses as of right now. And that's why you can't just pick one. So like, I don't know, Stephanie didn't do this, but let's just say she said, I'm gonna throw a dart to hit Marriot, and I'm only gonna take Marriott. I mean, you got to trade the numbers. Yeah,
I tell you this
gotta
much.
trade them all to give you the highest probability, right? KO.
Yeah, I took them all.
First trading day of the month, right here, 59. Second day is right here at 60, 62. It pushed up to 61.50. Even though it only moved $1.50, that's still enough to get 30 to 50%. Guess what? You'd be 3-0 right now. Remember, we trade for profits. Tesla, you got in Tesla. You got in here. First trading day of the month, right here. Could have got 203. Second trading day, 210. It is now 258. There's some people that are up 400% right now in Tesla. We do this every month. Now you're 4 winners, 0 losses. CVX, another one. Here's your first trading day of the month. Here's your second, 154, 151. We push up to 160. There's another winning trade, 5-0. Cisco, first trading day of the month, right here. Second one, 49.90, 49.65 is at 50.80 right now. There are 50, yeah, 90 hit a high of. Man, I made my whole month off that Tesla trade. I'm telling you, Jeremy, it's easy money. Cisco, there's a real good one. There's another winner. Every single call right now played out. I got to show you the bad as well, because you always got to be prepared. If you entered this on the first or second trading day, you are down on Marriott, but we still got 3 weeks left. So I would not be concerned about it right now. So we still be holding that one. WBA. WBA is kind of the same predicament. You entered your put here. We're here. These two won against you. You could sell out with Marriott and WBA for losses right now, which I wouldn't, because WBA is still underneath the alligator. It's still trending down, I feel like. And what happens is, let me remove that. What happens is typically we breathe and we'll roll back under. That's going to be a high probability. Probably going to have to cost average. Probably going to have to cost average into that trade, but that's totally fine. With that being said, even if you won all the longs and you took the losses for the shorts, but the month's not over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 winners, 2 losers. So 6 divided by 8, 75% win rate. But guess what? Net profitable. Bang, we like to say. That's what we're talking about. Run through on the leaps or on the shares. Target. First and second trading day of the month, right here. 128, hit a high of 133. I'd still be holding that. I'd be holding that definitely. So I like at least 5% on my shares. Starbucks, first and second trading day right here, 97. It went up to 100. There is about 3%, I believe, or maybe 4%. I'd still be holding that one too. It pays a dividend, no rush. KO, I would have bought it here about 60. I'd still be holding that one too. Pays me a dividend. And O, real estate. Here's an easy one. First trading day of the month, 59. You'd be at 61 right now. There is probably about 3 to 5% right there. That's easy money, but I'd still be holding that one too. That pays, I believe, a monthly dividend. Yep, monthly dividend. I like that. And that's for the shares. Amazon leaps. First trading day of the month. Where are we at? Right here. 120. It is now 128. You can be risk-free on those leaps right now. That's easy money right there. AAPL. Same thing. I put a line here. First trading day of the month. Right here. Price is at 177. And this is the thing, this is what people don't they fail to realize, or I'm gonna share you right now. If you entered this trade right here in a leap and you had 9 months of time and you're up 2 days later, it's up this high, put a 1 in the box if you're selling out for profits, put a 2 in the box if you're still gonna hold. Let me see what you guys put. 1 if you're going to sell, 2 if you're still going to hold. So I see 1s right now. Jeremy says 2, he's still going to hold. All right, this is the catch-22. So there's a second part of the question. If you put $1,000 into this trade right here, and at the top, it is now $1,500. That right there is a 50% ROI winner. You best believe I'd be risk-free on that trade. So, Jeremy, I'd be against you on this one. I'd be with the 1s because that probably produced you about a 40 to 50% profits. I'd take profits, wait for it to come in, enter again on a bearish day, potentially if I wanted to get back in, and redo it again. My theory is this. If I give you leaps to take every single month, and you could get out of those leaps in 1 month or 2 days or 3 days for 40 to 50 or 60% ROI winners, I'm taking profits using that 40, 50, 60% ROI winner. And at the next month, I'm not trading house money. So I can pull all my money back out. Now I'm risk-free. Or you take your initial investment for one stock, use the house money for another one on just Apple, and now you do that, right? Amazon, let's say you're up 30%, right? You now, with 2 trades from this month's leaps, you now got your both monies back for your original investments from 2 stocks, Amazon and Apple. Now you got 50 to 75% ROI between the two. Now next month, you're trading 2 stocks with house money, and we didn't even go over Pepsi yet. Pepsi. Guess what? Here's one that's not playing out right in our favor. It might have. Here's your first trading day. 181. It hit 186. 5 points. If it was up 25 or 30%, I probably would take my money. If it wasn't, I'd still be holding. That's just me. But that's how I trade the leaps, right? I'm not greedy because every month has a new cycle. We just gotta put our money to allow it to work for us. Rinse, wash, repeat, on to the next. If everybody understands me, put a DCG in the box. And that's our recap from the report. Absolutely. He says take profits. We got a DCGs in the box. Awesome, awesome. All right. So, does anybody have any questions? If not, let's try to find some stocks to keep an eye on. Let's get our winners ready, and we'll see what we can find. Yeah, you can, Josh. I'll shoot you a message as soon as we get off here. Or you could just do it yourself if you want. Just go to the top left and invite, and you're good.
Hey,
right,
Brandon.
So what's up?
I know you're gonna give us some stocks, but would you have time this evening to show us how to run a scan in FinViz?
Yeah. All right, well, let's just do that now.
You didn't sound enthusiastic.
No, yeah, no, you good. I'll show you. It's
Okay.
one of the tools that
Okay.
we use.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
we're
yes.
gonna go to finviz.com. So, all right, so there's probably 500 different scans that you could do, Steph and anybody else. If you don't have this, I'm gonna put this in the box. Copy. Put that in the box. So this is a tool that's free, right? And what you can do, what I like about this, they just added this. They have tools here. 67% of the stocks, almost 70% are advancing. New York, NASDAQ, and Amex, right? New highs, 633 new highs compared to 86 lows. That is extremely strong for the market. Then you got your 50 and 200. There's more stocks above the 50 and there's more stocks above the 200. Simple moving average. Overall, that is an extremely bullish sign for the stock market, right? Doesn't mean we have to go up every single day, but over the course of it, we can expect to push down. So one of the tools that I use, I come here to screeners. You want to left click this and press screeners. Now this will come up right here. If you do not like the black theme or the dark theme, you can click this and it'll bring you to the white theme or the light theme, the sunlight, the moonlight. You can put whatever you want. So in your screener, you have a whole bunch of different assets, or what I want to say, little variables that you could use to input this. And you could do overview, valuation, financial, ownership, performance, technical. You can do custom charts, technical analysis, right? You could do a whole bunch of different things that you could do. And then you come up here and you can do descriptive, fundamental, technical, and you could do all, which gives you every single thing that you could have. When I screen, I always go off technicals, real simple. So one common scan that I really like is if I want to see the overview of the market, you come over here where it says 20-day high low, and I can press new high or new low, or I could say 5% or more above, like from like the high. So if a stock's at $100 and it's at $95, if I run this right here and I click it once, this will now give me the stocks, and you saw it change. If I come back here to any, right, there's 8,200 companies right now on the technical side that I could run a scan for, right? If I go to 20-day high and low, I can press new high. There's 2,600 companies that are making new highs over the last 20 days. If I press new low, there's 295. What does that tell you? Extreme strength, right? You can come over here to 52-week high and press new high, same thing. 636 stocks, 636 stocks are making new highs. New lows, there's only 86. So sometimes the new highs, that's a lot. So I go to the 20-day high or low. If I'm looking for bullish stocks, I may say 5% or more below the high. So I'll click this. Now this filters out, and I only have 2,800 stocks to go through. So what I do now is some of these stocks are baby stocks, right? So what happens is I press price and I click it once. Now it'll go from lowest to highest. I click it again. Now it'll give me stocks that cost the most, and I work my way down the list. Typically these stocks like MasterCard, Coca-Cola Consolidated, a whole bunch of companies are stocks that we know. So then you come down here to, let's just go to the third page and see where the price is at. 200, 191. Now we're getting to something that's affordable for everybody to go through. If you want to do another criteria, you want to say, well, I want it above the 50-day. I'm going to say price is above it. Now it just went from 2,000 stocks to 991 stocks, right? Now if I want to say the average true range, which means if SPY's average true range is 4, that means that typically it'll move at least $4 during the day. So I don't want stocks that move 25 cents or 50 cents. So I may say I want stocks that have an ATR of 2. So now I click this and it goes from 991 to 62 stocks. That's something that I could play with. So then I still got my price filtering from highest to lowest. You go over the ticker and look, AVGO, Coke. Look at AVGO right now, right? What do you see on that? Over the last 20 days, we are making new highs or we're close to the new highs. So what does that mean? If I pull up my chart in TradingView, I could already know we're above the alligator on this. AVGO. Look at this. We are bullish. We would have taken a breakout right here at $809. Look at the move that we would have caught. Tomorrow, I'd keep an eye on this. We got our second green box. If we break this, there's a good chance we may come up here and revisit these highs, right? Are you following me, Stephanie? So I can use
I'm writing.
I can use these charts over here to take a quick look at if we're bullish on the alligator. Something like Coke. It looks like we're trading flat. I don't like that as much. So then I just scroll down and I'll look at CRM. All right, I don't like CRM, BH. Looks like we're starting to hook up right now. But that one's not super attractive. So I'll keep going down and find something. Team, I like team. And I'd write all these down. Snow, I like snow. And I'd build out a watch list. Let's go to page 2. Elf Beauty, I don't like that one. TNT. I try to look for ones that I know are very liquid. MU, I look at MU. It's giving us a perfect channel. So now I come here to my chart. I look at MU. Check it out. I know we're above the alligator. We're what we like to see, or what I like to see. I see that we have a high, a low, a high, higher low, a high, higher low, high, higher low, high, higher low. We're still above this. We never close. That's an ugly line. I apologize about that. Let me get this. Let me get that back. I feel bad. We have a low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So we're still respecting that to the cent. We never close underneath it. If we break this high right here, where do you think we should go? 52-week high up here at this box. If it breaks out right there, here would be my stop loss. Real little stop with a lot of room to run, like taking candy from a baby. And that is how I use FinViz. So you could play with a whole bunch of different things that you like. You want to go to fundamental, you can find ones that have like PEs. You go to technical again. You got your patterns over here. You can change in. You can say, well, horizontal support and resistance. Let's add this. Now there's 42 stocks. So now I know we're trading in a sideways channel on these stocks, and you can almost wait for a breakout or breakdown. And that's, you can play with it at your time. We could be here playing with the settings nonstop. You got candlesticks, you got gaps, and all this is for free. That makes sense, Steph?
Yes, yes, yes. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, good question. Thank you. All right, so now let's find some stocks. All right, we got when I just ran the scanner, we got W Day. Let's see this one. Hey, we are bullish above the alligator. We're bouncing. It filled the gap almost. Let's see what happens. W Day. Is this liquid? We got open interest. Oh, that's pretty tight. 128 this Friday. We got tons of open interest. You might want to go 3 weeks out for this. You can get some. Next week we got 128. That'll pick up a little bit more. So that's liquid enough for us to take a trade on that. But let's see if we can find something that let's see if we can find something else. Spot. Let's see spot. Spot's looking real nice. We're coming down. We're pushing up. We got a doji. We should break this high right here. Spot's number 1 on my list right now. Spot. Bullish above 152.75. All right, that's one we got to keep an eye on. Spot. We got EA. We got Google with an L. Oh, man, I like Google with an L as well. We pushed up. We come down. If we break this right here, your stop out is going to be 123. We break 125.17. That is looking real good. Google. Bullish above 125.17. And as we're going over this, you can go in TradingView right now and type these stocks in and put your alerts. I will post this in the Discord and the Facebook group. We got EA. We got any cheaper ones? We got eBay. Let's see what eBay is doing. eBay's bouncing. We got EA. Oh, I like EA. EA had a nice swift green day. But a couple of those wicks kind of concerned me a little bit. What else we got here? EA, Google, Spot, AMAT. I like AMAT. Let's see AMAT. AMAT's at a 52-week high. Yeah, if that breaks it, you're going to put your stop right here. That's a real tight one. Leaders lead and laggers lag. You know the saying. Let's see if we can find something a little bit better though. Snapchat, you remember Snapchat, Rivian? Rivian? Oh, I like Rivian. There's a lot of room to grow. We'll put in Rivian. I never traded Rivian. Rivian, bullish, above 1547. All right, now let's run through the puts. A lot of those are going to be definitely a little bit more expensive. Visa, same thing. We're trending down. We got our first red box. I would like Visa if we could break that. Let's see. What's MasterCard doing? MA. That looking any better than Visa? As a bullish engulfing candle. Now I like Visa. Visa, bearish, below. $369.80. There's one. All right, let's try to find something cheaper now, so everyone could take part in CVX. CVX. Not liking it. CL is Colgate. What's D? Is that Dairy Queen? Nope.
What about FLSR?
Let's check that one. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. We break this. We're right underneath, and that's a good one, Steph. Look at you. FSLR, bearish below 195.07. All right, we got two. Try to find something. CVX. Yeah, I don't like that one. ES or CL? ES is what? Eversource. Let's see, CL. Colgate. Nah, I don't like that one.
And AEP. AEP is on the list. AEP.
What is it? AEP.
It's a cheaper stock.
Yeah, it's 83. Yeah, that one's setting up nice too. That should keep floating down. We're trend lining down. I never traded it, so let me see what the spreads are like. It's monthlies. You'll be paying a lot more. You got to go out next month. It's affordable. CL would be a lot tighter. 45.55. What is that? Vail Electric? Vail, no. Yeah, no, I guess we're gonna roll with CL. You want CL?
It's a lot of news tomorrow too. We got news, so
Yep.
might not trade till a little bit afterwards anyway.
Break, you know what I'm doing. CL bearish below 75.04. All right, I put that list in the chat. You can take a picture of it if you want. But with that being said, does anybody have any questions? All right. Hey, I appreciate you guys. If you ever have questions, comments, or concerns, never hesitate to reach out. You'll find me on Facebook, Discord, wherever, and you can get me here. So, DCG Elite IO. Hey, you guys have a blessed one. Thank you. Zoom folks, you guys have a blessed one as well. This will be posted in the Facebook group for you guys and the Discord as soon as we get off. I appreciate you guys all. And Kevin, you good?
I just have one question for you real quick. Can you do swing trading on these type of platforms like Surge Trader, or are they mainly only for day trading?
Well, I'm not sure on Surge Trader, but you could swing trade on Thinkorswim or E-Trade.
Yeah, because I think that the one that I'm on, it seems like you can only do day trading because, well, I'm still doing my audition too. You know, maybe
Yeah.
that's why.
I mean, if you're interested in taking the swing trades with us, I mean, I highly give credit to E-Trade and Thinkorswim. So, I mean, I've had nothing but good with them. I highly recommend getting them if you wanted to swing trade. But they're in the United States, so I'm not sure if that plays an impact in your decision.
No, you know, I'm just starting to trade on this side of things, so I'm still kind of like getting familiar with everything.
All right.
But I think the Surge Trader is, I don't know, it just seems like it's set up for only day trading. But maybe it's just because I'm still doing my audition. So
Yeah, reach out to them and see if you can swing trade. They might have a separate challenge free to swing trade. I'm not 100% sure.
okay, all right, thanks, man.
If you need help with anything, let me know.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. Hey, you guys have a blessed one. Catch me on the next one. Beast mode out.